In this video we are going to talk about top 10 best places to visit in Ireland. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. There's nothing quite like a visit to the Emerald Isle to cleanse your soul and reinvigorate your spirit. Home to some of the world's greenest, most breathtaking landscape, Ireland brims with tourist attractions so appealing, you'll want to visit them all. From the captivating Cliffs of Moher that will leave you gobsmacked to the bright lights of Dublin's Grafton Street to the hallowed halls of Trinity College, you'll find plenty of fun things to do in Ireland. The hard part will be choosing which fascinating attractions should top your must-see list. Whether you're hoping to spend time pursuing Ireland's endless number of outdoor activities, we're talking horseback riding, waterfall hiking, golf, and sailing, or hope to study the works of some of the country's most famed artists in state museums and galleries, you won't be at a loss for intriguing ways to spend your time. Discover all the things to do in this stunningly attractive country with our list of the top tourist attractions in Ireland. Number 10. National Museum of Ireland, Dublin and County Mayo. It's easy to spend an entire day at the National Museum of Ireland, which is technically a collection of museums. You'll find a building dedicated to highlighting the country's natural history on Marion Street in Dublin 2, decorative arts and amp, history in Dublin's Collins Barracks, country life in Mayo, and the stunning Archaeology Museum on Kildare Street in Dublin 2. Depending which building you visit, you can expect to find interesting exhibits on everything from Irish antiquities to Irish folklife to Celtic art. The National Museum of Ireland Archaeology is home to over 2 million historic artifacts and contains fascinating finds, including metalwork that dates to the Celtic Iron Age. The National Museum of Ireland Country Life, which lies in Tullow Park, Castlebar, is housed in a unique building that seamlessly blends Victorian and contemporary architecture. Inside, you'll find photographs, films, ancient furniture, and permanent exhibits on everything from Irish hearth and home to life in the community to various jobs held on both land and water. The National Museum of Ireland Decorative Arts and Amp, History is housed in an iconic military barracks and contains historic treasures such as ceramics, glassware, clothes, jewelry, and coins. The National Museum of Ireland Natural History is home to over 10,000 exhibits featuring the country's most beloved wildlife, as well as interesting creatures from across the globe. Number 9. The Rock of Cashel. Ireland's most visited heritage site, the Rock of Cashel stars in countless images of the Emerald Isle. Queen Elizabeth II of Great Britain even visited by helicopter during her 2011 official tour of the country. Perched upon a limestone rock formation in the Golden Vale, this magnificent group of medieval buildings includes the High Cross and Romanesque Chapel, the 12th century Round Tower, a 15th century castle, and a 13th century Gothic cathedral. The restored Hall of the Vicar's Choral is also among the structures. Tourist attractions include an audio-visual show and exhibitions. It's also said that this was once the seat of the High Kings of Munster prior to the Norman invasions. Number 8. Powerscourt House and Gardens Company. Wicklow. Superb views, serene lakeside walks, engaging history, and the stunning backdrop of Sugarloaf Mountain are just some of the treats in store when visiting this magnificent home, just 20 kilometers from Dublin. Now owned by the Slazenger family, the house is set on 47 manicured acres. Take time to stroll through the rose and kitchen gardens and explore the beautiful Italian gardens. There are more than 200 varieties of trees, shrubs, and flowers, and particularly moving is a section where much-loved family pets were buried complete with headstones and inscriptions. The gardens were laid out over a period of 150 years and were designed to create an estate that blends harmoniously with the surroundings. On site, in the former Palladian home, are craft and design shops and an excellent cafe/restaurant. Truly one of the most majestic attractions in Ireland, this is also one of the top day trips from Dublin. Number 7. Glendalough Company. Wicklow. Magical and mysterious, Glendalough is home to one of the most important monastic sites in Ireland. The settlement was established by St. Kevin during the 6th century and eventually evolved into what's known as the monastic city. Visitors have flocked to the Valley of the Two Lakes for thousands of years to absorb its rich history, magnificent scenery, plentiful wildlife, and fascinating archaeological finds. The monastic site with its incredibly preserved round tower is a joy to explore, and the surrounding woodlands and lakes are perfect for rambling through at your leisure or stopping off for a picnic. There are marked nature trails to follow and a visitor center for all the information you'll need for a day out like no other. Number 6. The Ring of Kerry. If in Kerry, take the time to explore what is arguably Ireland's most scenic route, the Ring of Kerry, Ivrac Peninsula. While you can start anywhere along this spectacular 111-mile-long tourist route, most people tend to set out from either Kenmare or Killarney, ending, naturally enough, back in the same spot. The entire journey non-stop could take under 3 hours, but that's unlikely to happen. En route there's a feast of jaw-dropping Atlantic Ocean views, stunning islands to visit, wild sweeping mountains, and many picturesque villages. This area of astounding natural beauty boasts a range of outdoor pursuits including golf, water sports on pristine beaches, cycling, walking, horse riding, and terrific freshwater fishing and deep-sea angling. For history enthusiasts, there are Ogham stones, Iron Age forts, and ancient monasteries, all set against a canvas of striking landscapes. Number 5. Kilmainham Jail, Dublin. Featured in many a rebel song and occupying a notoriously dark place in Irish history, Kilmainham Jail should be high on the list of Dublin's best places to visit for those with any interest in Ireland's troubled past. It was here that the leaders of the 1916 uprising were brought and, after being convicted of high treason, executed in the prison yard. The only one spared was future Irish President Eamon de Valera, who, by virtue of his American citizenship, didn't suffer the same grisly fate. Dating from 1796, the prison was a dank, vile institution that housed those guilty of such misdemeanors as being unable to pay their train fares and, during the famine, the destitute and hungry. In Irish eyes, Kilmainham became an irrevocable symbol of oppression and persecution. Number 4. The Book of Kells and Trinity College, Dublin. Ireland's oldest university, Trinity College in Dublin, is one of the country's ancient treasures. Founded in 1592 by Queen Elizabeth I, Trinity is a world within a world. Once you enter the gates and cross the cobblestones, it's as if the modern, thriving city outside simply melts away. A stroll in and around the grounds is a journey through the ages and into the hushed world of scholarly pursuit. Many shop and office workers take their lunchtime sandwiches here during summer months simply to escape the hustle and bustle outside. The college is also famed for its priceless treasures. Number 3. Killarney National Park and Muckross House and Amp Gardens. If visiting the Kerry region, the 19th century Muckross House, Gardens, and traditional farms, set in spectacular Killarney National Park, should be top of your must-see list. There are many reasons this is deemed one of the best tourist attractions in Ireland. You'll need to visit to discover them all. Standing close to the shores of Muckross Lake, one of 3 Killarney lakes famed worldwide for their splendor and beauty, this former mansion oozes the grandeur and gentility of bygone days. When exploring, bear in mind that Queen Victoria once visited here. In those days, a royal visit was no small affair. Extensive renovations and re-landscaping took place in preparation, and no detail was left to chance. The house and gardens are a real treat, and there are jaunting cars, Killarney's famous horse and amp, traps, to take you around the grounds in style. Number 2. Grafton Street, Dublin. So much more than just a great place to shop in Dublin, Grafton Street is alive with buskers, flower sellers, and performance artists. You will also find countless places to stop off and simply watch the world meander by. Cafe culture has taken off in the capital, and on a sunny day, you'd be forgiven for thinking you were in Barcelona or Lisbon. True, this is Dublin's shopping heartland, but there's no need to spend a fortune if visiting. You'll find friendly, chatty service no matter where you go and be entertained from the bottom of the street to St. Stephen's Green at the top. Number 1. The Cliffs of Moher. So many superlatives have been used to describe the magnificent Cliffs of Moher that it's hard to find the right words. Vertigo-inducing and awe-inspiring spring to mind, and they are indeed both of these things, as well as being utterly wild and ruggedly beautiful. For those who've read up on the Emerald Isle prior to visiting, the cliffs will be familiar, starring as they do in countless postcards and guidebooks. Yet no image can ever do them justice. This is one of the top tourist attractions in Ireland for good reason. About 1.5 hours by car from Galway, in neighboring County Clare, the cliffs are visited by close to 1 million people from across the globe each year. It's one of the popular day trips from Dublin. They stretch for 8 kilometers along the Atlantic and rise some 214 meters at their highest point. Take a walk along the trail to experience the raw power of nature at its most majestic. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.